Hey team, so I've just recently sold my boat and I've got a bit of spare cash. So I finally decided to upgrade my gear, and that's I'm looking for a reel, a heavy duty reel, a medium heavy rod, preferably in the mid class, and in mid range pricing, and a heavy rod at the high end. Now my decision to do this is really because I always used mid-range or actually lower end reels, and the next 3 videos is to show you my experience in terms of making a decision on what I was going to buy and the actual purchasing, as well as highlighting some of the key points of the different reels and rods which I considered. I did this all at ISO, and Gab actually goes through quite a bit of detail on the products and some of the features of the different products. So again, this is only for educational purposes and just to share my experience, and I hope you guys enjoy the next few videos. Okay, it's a special video. It's 8:30 at night, and I'm going to pick up my my new reel at ISO. I'm trying to sneak in. Should be closed right now. There's people there. What are these blokes doing? The local residents. Gab said that if I come in later, I'll get a better discount. Anyway, look, I'm thinking about getting a Saltiga or a Stella. But if you take a look at my gear, you can guess what I'm going to get. So I'm going to get a $1,000 reel, but I still buy $1 coffees. That's how we can afford it.
You gotta save somehow, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
There you go. The unboxing.
I'm going to be very gentle. Yeah, this is going to be the most expensive thing I've had, man, other than my car. And
Isn't that the same price as your car?
yeah. The missus knows but doesn't know the price.
Yeah, sure. Once she sees this video.
Yeah, I couldn't say the price, eh? Hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna drop this on the floor.
Yeah, man, go for it.
Saltiga 20. Hey, it comes with the case, man.
Of course, man. It's a
Comes with the
Saltiga.
cover. Oh, hey. There you go. Ooh. Right, man. All black. Where's the handle?
No handle?
Yeah, it doesn't come with the handle.
Oh, man, they gypped you. You gotta buy separately.
Oh, that's left-handed.
You're left-handed, eh?
Yeah. What, you want to switch it over for you?
Here we go. Man, this is it. Far out. I've been waiting a long time for this,
Yeah,
man.
long time in the making.
Couldn't sleep. I'm just too excited.
Man, that feels good, eh? It's a lot lighter than I thought it was, you know? It's a lot lighter. I always thought the Saltigas were heavy.
No, man, they're not that heavy.
Alright, hey, I want to check this out.
Truth.
Come around. I'm just going to quickly weigh it. There's evidence. What's that? What did it come to? 665 grams. Hey, man. It's not heavier than what we've seen before.
No, it's actually exact.
Is
Wait,
that
wait,
67?
check this out.
665?
Oh, no
Exact.
way.
This is
Slightly 2 grams.
2 grams.
2
But it
grams.
was 665 just now.
There must have been my sweat on it.
No, I think particle of dust.
Oh, that's all sweet, man. Alright. You want to just run us down with, some of the features, man?
Yeah, so pretty much the biggest feature of the new Saltiga is obviously the monocoque body. Because of the one-piece body, which only has one screw holding the body, The body is much, so you can fit a larger gear into the same body. It's much more rigid, it's smoother. Also, the point of contact on the teething is much stronger as well.
Oh, the teething is in the gears.
Correct, yes,
Yeah.
on the gears as well. So you feel that, man, it feels so much smoother. Also, there's no play in the gears. With that, also, so units during, so you know, so that when you first wind it, the wind, so the actual, so when you wind it, it feels heavier. But what happens is once you get the momentum rolling, because of the weight of the new rotor, which is aluminium now, once you get the rotor moving, the momentum pulls the line in faster, so it's much easier to work the lures as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's like a memory kind of thing.
Sorry?
Is it like a memory?
There's not really a memory, but I'll just say because so the previous one was like a xylem material, which is much lighter. The main difference is for the new Saltigas, they changed the actual rotor to aluminium in order to increase the drag pressure in the same size from 15 kilos up to 25.
Oh, okay.
And due to that weight increase just in the rotor, I find that during the first initial wind, it feels heavier. But once you start winding and once you start working the lures or fighting a fish, once you gain that momentum, because of the weight of that, it creates a momentum which is much easier to wind.
So hey, what's the actual material of the main body?
The main body, I'm pretty sure it's a aluminium body. It's a monocoque, and I'm pretty sure the gear is a G1 duralumin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, it's a lot lighter than I
Duralumin
thought.
or duralumin?
I thought it was a lot heavier. Far
No,
out.
it's not that heavy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Hey, oh yeah, so with the spool, right? Am I right to say like there's 8,000, 10,000, and 14 all fit in the same one?
Correct. Yeah. So the 8, 10, and 14, they're based off the same bodies.
Yeah.
They have different gear ratios. So pretty much the lowest gear is obviously the P models. So if you look at this box, this is XH, which is extra high speed. If you get, for example, let's say a 14,000 P, P means power gear or low gear.
Right.
Those are normally preferable for jigging or boating applications.
Yeah.
You have the one in between, which is the high speed. The high speed is generally, I think, a 5.7 gear ratio off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And that's the middle gear ratio, which is a high speed, and then yours is the XH. The extra high speed, which is 6.2, is only available in the 14,000, which is normally specifically designed for topwater fishing, so popping or stick baiting.
So the body itself, right, between the P and the X or the XH,
they're all the same. The only difference is the gears.
Is the gears and so the
and the spool size.
Okay.
Yeah. So the 8, 10, and 14, same body size.
Yeah.
They just share same body, but they can run different spool sizes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Can we weigh the Stella? Is that open already?
Yeah, man. No, it's not. But you can do it.
This is not a full comparison. It's just
It's just like a brief.
Yeah. This is not a full comparison, guys. It's just looking at the weight, man. I'll tell you what. I used Amar's one and it felt good. Then again, I'm comparing it to what Saragosa's and my Penn Spin Fisher. 10,500.
It's like
I think
kilos,
that,
1 kilo?
that's about 1.5 kilos that reel.
Man, where'd you use this nice scale from, man?
It's my wife's, man.
Yeah.
It's the scale flour. Slightly heavier, man.
Honestly, man, look, man, when you're fishing, man, you won't feel it. Yeah, the actual line weight is heavier than the difference. So.
Yeah, right. Oof, it's 682. Yeah, look, I'm thinking maybe I'm just putting the Veravas on, man. I'm used to the Veravas, eh?
You like it? Yeah.
Well, I'm just used to it. Like I don't know. I feel good with it.
P5 or 6?
I don't know. What do you reckon? 5, I get what?
5, you'll get a bit over 300. You'll get probably around 340.
Yeah.
So worth to put backing on it. If you want the P6, you'll get almost a whole full.
Just get P6.
P6. Got it.
Because I'm just thinking. The reason why we're buying this is we're getting ready for the Queensland trip.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go hard with this one.
You want to win the Queensland trip?
September, man.
September. Guys, watch out, September.
Just to summarise on my decision to purchase the Saltiga, I obviously thought about the Stella, Stella 19 and the Saltiga 20, this one. For me, there is no brand loyalty. As you know, I have Shimano gear. You know, I love my Saragosa and my Stratic. And in terms of lower range and mid range, I'm always going to stick to Shimano. But I'm heavily influenced by a couple of things when it comes to the Saltiga. First one is Alan Hawke's review of the previous Saltiga expedition, and he really highly rated it. The only factor he didn't like was the servicing, and that's I think the main feedback I get online. Everyone talks about Saltiga, Daiwa's servicing. It's not up to scratch when it's compared to Shimano. At the moment, I'm willing to take the risk, only because I am influenced by other factors, and that other factor is the people I watch on YouTube and on TV. So people like the Big Angry Fish boys in New Zealand, the Morning Tide guys, and the Dixon brothers, and they're all heavily. They use Daiwa gear, especially the top end. I mean, I guess I do like the way it looks. I actually like the previous expedition, the way that looked, but I couldn't take the risk. I needed to get the newest thing available. But on the flip side, the Stella, there's nothing wrong with it. It's top end. It'll do exactly what this reel does also. I mean, for Anwar, he prefers Shimano, and it's purely because the servicing, and there is a bit of brand loyalty there, and it's a nice reel. And if you watch some of the YouTubers and on TV, like you got the Ultimate, I think it's Ultimate Fishing from New Zealand. And then you've got Giro, obviously from WA. He uses Stella, and then you can get Youngbloods guy uses Shimano gear. So there's obviously a lot of people out there that do some decent fishing with the Stella, no doubt. But again, yeah. So this was my preference. I think it does come down to preference. I do like the looks, the reputation of the Saltiga also. But yeah, if you're deciding to buy one or the other, you can't go wrong with either one. So yeah, that's my experience, guys.